Ed admitted to dumping Liz 8 separate times, all via text, on 90 Day Bearzall. Guys, you will not believe, but Ed went on 90 Day Bearzall, and he literally admitted that he dumped Liz 8 separate times, all through a text message and so much more. I don't know what this guy's problem is, but he went on 90 Day Bearzall and basically just admitted everything that went down. If you guys don't remember, him and Liz went off at each other on the 90 Day Fiancé Single Life Tell-All. They ended up kind of breaking up. However, at the end of the tell-all, they kind of started talking. You know, Ed was going to try to get Liz to come over and talk. She did actually go over. They did kind of, you know, spend some time together, if you know what I mean, and he never spoke to her again. Kind of, somewhat, sort of. So he claims that after that they had that, you know, night together, they agreed they were going to go back to San Diego and work on their relationship and actually be in a relationship together. However, he claimed that when he got back to San Diego, he ended up texting her, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I cannot date you." He texted her that. I mean, seriously, what is wrong with this guy? He literally lied to her face and said to her that, "Hey, we're going to make this thing work." He ended up texting her later that next day that he can't do it, he wants to break up, and that was that. And apparently, in total, he dumped her 8 separate times, just like that, all via text. I don't know what is wrong with him, but he's completely out of his mind. Now, the craziest thing is, that happened, and now in present day, apparently there are pretty, you know, firm rumors that Ed and Liz are actually back together and potentially even engaged, and potentially they're trying to have a kid. Now, they are likely probably engaged. That we can just about 100% confirm. The kid thing is definitely a social media rumor, but it might actually be true. There's kind of a lot of evidence behind it, but it's still a loose rumor. Definitely might not be true, so take it with a grain of salt. But the engagement thing, we've seen a ring on her finger about 100 times. People have ran into her. We can just about confirm they're engaged. So I don't know why Liz has, like, you know, zero self-worth and why she ever went back to this guy in the first place, but she did. It's crazy, it's unbelievable, and we are definitely going to be seeing her on 90 Day Fiancé Single Life Season 2 when we see Ed. And yes, you guys, Ed is going to also be on it. We did in fact get to see a quick sneak peek clip of him going on a date, and he burst into tears talking about his relationship with Liz on his first date with this new woman. Once again, it's like, why, Ed? Why? Clearly, if you want to rant and rave about how much therapy is helping you and all this and that, and I guess everyone can use it, therapy is great. I go to therapy. Everyone should go to therapy. But it's like, if you're going to act like you're so screwed up and you need therapy so bad, Ed, why are you putting yourself out there and dating? Shouldn't you just be single for a minute? So I'm not going to comment. Anyway, Ed and Liz, complete craziness. But we did get to see that sneak peek clip. He actually went on a couple dates. Apparently, he went on a date in Mexico, and some, like, absolutely action-packed craziness went down too. Not totally sure exactly what, but that was his words, not mine. So we did get to see Ed on 90 Day Bearzall. He's the exact same crazy, cockier than ever, completely narcissistic, obsessed with himself, to the point where he has a picture of his face tattooed on his leg. So enough about Ed. We also got to see Molly and Kelly. They're still dating. They're happier than ever. I think Molly has, debatably, and I'm so sorry, this is so mean, but God, she has kind of an annoying voice. I'm sorry. Her voice is kind of annoying. My voice, it's also really annoying. So I can't talk, but it's like, her voice, yeah, kind of annoying. Thing I'm going to say, though, I just adore Molly. Molly is probably my favorite person to ever be on 90 Day Fiancé. I love her. I adore her. I think she is sweet. I think she is smart. I think she's hardworking. I love her so much. Kelly, I was kind of iffy on because I like Molly so much, but now I kind of think they're a good match. So Kelly and Molly, I love them both so much together. They're the most amazing people ever. I love them so much. So they're doing well. They're still together. They're still dating. You know, the only thing they really talked about was the rumors about Brittany, because if you don't remember, once again, on 90 Day Fiancé Single Life Season 1, at the tell-all, Brittany, she was going to come on. She was there, then she wasn't there. Long story short, she ended up kind of just like disappearing for like 4 hours. She made the cast wait for like 4 hours, and she never ended up showing up. So, of course, Molly and everyone else was really mad and annoyed that they just sit there for 4 hours. So I don't blame them. I've been in that situation before with other TV stuff. It's super annoying. So I don't blame her at all. And Molly was vocal about it, and no one else really was. But Molly admitted, she was, that's really annoying. So when Brittany went on 90 Day Bearzall before Molly did, she was kind of asking her, you know, well, what do you think about Molly, in the comments she made? And Brittany was saying, hey, you know, I think that Molly's jealous of me. And Molly heard that. She was, I mean, I could care less less. I could care less about Brittany. I was just annoyed. So she addressed those comments, the rumors. That was basically it. I love her dearly. I think Molly is the greatest person ever. And Brittany, I think she is definitely kind of flaky and not a huge fan of her. And then we got to see Pedro's sister Nicole and Pedro's mom via like video chat. They really didn't have anything too interesting. This show gets so raunchy and crazy. They were just talking about some procedures that Nicole had done, and that was really about it, because Molly, she's in that, you know, I don't know, business industry and whatnot too, and everything with her retail store and stuff, so they were kind of just talking about different things, and that was about it. Nicole, Pedro's sister, she's still crazy as ever, and Pedro's mom, she's still, trust me, absolutely, she's out of her mind. I kind of think it's just for the show, though. I think she's just trying to put on a show for the show, and I don't really know if she's actually that dramatic in real life. Maybe she is, but definitely on the show, she is crazy, you know, very, 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 very crazy, dramatic. So we got to see that. And then last but not least, we got to still see Ed. Ed was still there. Ed was there this entire time, and he would not stop talking. But then we got to see Brandon's mom, and then we got to see also Mike's mom and Stephanie. Now, not Stephanie, who was with Ryan. I don't even know if she's even alive anymore, but Stephanie, and not that came out weird. Okay, I meant we got to see Stephanie, who was with Erica's mom, not Stephanie, who was with Ryan's mom, because that doesn't make any sense. No, we got to see Stephanie, you know, who was Erica. Okay, yeah, her mom, she's on 90 Day Fiance Pillow Talk sometimes. She's really nice, kind of soft-spoken, nice lady. I like her. Mike's mom, Trish, well, you know. The thing I'm going to say about Mike's mom was very vocal. She definitely probably overstepped a bit. The only thing I'm going to say to her defense, though, is she was kind of right, because Mike and Natalie, about 6 months later, got divorced. So it's like, she's kind of right with the whole situation. She never liked Natalie, and she was kind of right. And we got to see Brandon's mom, Betty, who I know she kind of got portrayed bad on the show, but at least to me on social media, she's very nice. So I kind of like her. But anyway, yeah, they were there with Ed. They were talking about everything going on with Stephanie and with the haters. And of course, Trish, she's still so mad at Natalie. She was still sending to talk to people on social media, and she goes off on them, and that Natalie never loved Mike, and she wanted to, push Natalie in a pond, all that kind of stuff. It's like she really still has a lot of resentment, a lot of anger towards her. Betty was talking about Brandon in his apartment, how she's not really ever going over there, and I think that's probably the case, maybe, you know, and but yeah, Trish is very, 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 still to this day, very mad. And Stephanie's mom, like I said, she's soft-spoken, she's sweet, she's nice, a very nice lady, and it was just really cool to hear her talk. She's a very, very, very nice, funny person. I don't think against any people, really. It's just like, you know, I will say with Trish, though, it's like she is holding on to a ton of anger, and I get it, because at least on the surface, it really doesn't look like Natalie. If you really look at it from a distance away, it looks like, you know, she came here to America, she used Mike's money, she kind of left him, and it's like she was still using his money, and so it's like everything does kind of line up to her just using Mike and not really being a good person, but we don't know. It's that, you know, Natalie might have a totally different story, but either way, Trish, you guys, she's holding on to a lot of anger with Natalie. Then that was about it. And then we got to see Betty and Trish, and actually Sean, dunk Ed with, you know, I think we throw a ball and it hits an Ed. He's sitting on the dunk tank and it boom, and he falls in the water. Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know. Ed is the class clown of 90 Day Fiance. I really have a hard time watching him because he is obsessed with himself. And I feel like until he can just get more mellowed with himself and be less like so crazily obsessed with himself, he's gonna have a hard time dating or being married or whatever he even is now, engaged or whatever it is. I think he's gonna have a very tough time because he is so unbelievably obsessed with himself, and it's just like, I don't want to harp on the guy and be so negative and say that he sucks and whatever, but it's like, everyone's cool, everyone's kind of has their good and bad, but like this guy, he only looks at his good, and it's kind of really starting to annoy him. But either way, you guys, 90 Day Fiance, 90 Day Bearzall, pretty good episode. A ton of people came on the show. Ed, I'm a little iffy on, but I am so excited to see what goes down on 90 Day Fiance Single Life Season 2. And if you are too, please, y'all, put in the comments below what you're excited to see. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please hit that like button, hit the comments below, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.